What's good, y'all? Excuse me. What's good, y'all? So I had a long morning. I had a doctor's appointment. I went to the store. Now I'm feeling the after effects because I done got damn sleepy. But what's good? What's good? We here for episode 7. I Married at First Sight. I think they do them like 3 episodes every Thursday. So I'm gonna do this episode tonight. The 8th episode, maybe tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling. If not tomorrow, I just do them both Saturday. So I have them both up out the way. Or maybe do episode 8 Saturday and then do episode 9 Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. But, girl, I got tired. I'm here, y'all. My bad. Anyway, I'm going to get through this, though, but I'm tired. I really want to go back to sleep. Y'all lucky I woke up in time to do this, 'cause, girl, y'all might not win the goddamn if I ain't wake up. Some told me to wake up and I woke up. But I was in mid nap. It was a good episode. Hey y'all, hey. I'm feeling fine, I'm just sleepy. Okay. I'm fine. I'm just sleepy. I want to go to sleep. Which I plan on doing when I get off here. Okay. But anyway, did y'all see the episode yet? Y'all know they come out Thursdays. Excuse me. At least episode 7. I ain't asking for 8, 9. Did you? Because I ain't even seen them yet, bro. But did y'all at least see episode 7? I see Nikki did because Nikki hollering about it's a good episode. You said you did? Yeah. Child, I gotta tell y'all, Nikki getting on my nerves. Now, don't get me wrong. Sean may be like the little pint size elitist or whatever, but Nikki is really getting on my nerve. I'm gonna be honest. And I was actually glad that Mecca called her out on her shit because Mecca made it perfectly clear. I understand he may not be the best, but girl, accountability. I have some. And we'll talk about it when we get there. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Nikki told my nerve up. She did. Nikki told my nerve up. And you know who else told my nerve up? Courtney. Like Courtney getting on my damn nerve too. I'm 8 minutes. Well, 9 minutes now. Y'all know I get started at the 10 minute mark. I'm gonna give y'all this the best way I can give y'all this, and then I'm sending y'all out of here so I can go back to bed. Okay? Because I just want to sleep. I don't watch TV like that. Gabby, whatever. No, I have not seen The Devil Wears Prada 2. I ain't even seen The Devil Wears Prada 1. Okay? Nah, I ain't into shit like that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Made at First Sight. This is episode 20, season 20, episode 7. So Marissa and Adam. So Adam making grilled cheese and tomato soup. Y'all know Caucasian shit. And asks her, would she have dated him had they met in college? She says she doesn't know, then turns around and asks him, had they dated in college, would they be married today? And he says that they doubt it. He talks about how he always wanted to be married ever since he was 18, and he talked about being catfished before. Listen, I'm just being honest when I say this. Has Adam really did anything per se? No. But it's still something about Adam that just ain't sitting quite right with me. I don't know why I feel that way about Adam, but I do. I do. He ain't necessarily gotten up here and did nothing, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be on the lookout for him. But it's just still something about him that my spirit just don't connect with his. I don't know why. But whatever it is, it's gonna come out. And usually when I get a feeling like that about people, I be right. It may not happen right then and there, but eventually down the line, some fuck shit gonna go on, and it's gonna be like, I told y'all he won't shit. And I really feel like I'm telling you, that's exactly how I feel about Adam. No, he may not have done nothing just yet, but there's something about his spirit that's just not connected with mine. It ain't. So all of the couples is getting ready to have dinner with the rest of the couples. That was basically the bulk of this episode. Was the dinner that all of the couples came and compared stories and shared what they're going through and shared their thoughts and also gave thoughts and opinions about the other couples that was there. Um, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I appreciated how everybody was open and willing to just be real and be honest about how they was feeling things that they had going on and talking about how they've been able to overcome whatever it was they was going on. I didn't mind it. I didn't. I didn't mind it. So Mecca says that he's excited for the couple's dinner, but they've reached a point now where he's being more affectionate when she was the one that was doing more of it at the beginning. He says if he didn't initiate the kiss, they probably wouldn't kiss all day. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Tammy came up under my comments and said that she felt like Mecca really is just not that into Bella. And I said, girl, stop. They like each other. I like them together, blah, blah, blah. And while I do like them together, after this episode, I see a lot of what Tammy is saying. Because while I do feel like there may be some attraction there on both sides, they just keep going at it as, oh, well, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. Yes, you better. All that type of shit. Like, and don't get me wrong. Okay, cool. Being with a person should be like being with your best friend. I get all of that. But it's like, I don't know. It's like now when I see the two of them, they do just give off like a best friend, brother, sister, you know, we've been kicking this since elementary school type vibe. Not so much, we're married and I want to be with you type thing. I would love it to be that between them, but the reality of the situation is the more I look at them, the more I listen to what Tammy was saying, and it's like she kind of got a little point when it comes between them. I want them to work out. I want them to be a good couple because they look good together. But mm, I don't know. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We got 2 more episodes to see after this, so I ain't gonna say too much, but I do kind of understand what Tammy be saying. Moving on. Courtney and Nick. So Nick brings up how he doesn't know a damn thing about her previous relationships. She said, and he was very confused in their expert sessions. She says that she hasn't had the best experiences when it comes to a sexual side of a relationship. With other relationships, it hasn't been great. That's why she's been like hard. Courtney says that she got cheated on and just let it happen because she was needy and blinded by love. We're going to come back to Courtney. So the group dinner, and Paul and Dr. Lisa are listening without the other couples knowing. So they're either in the same restaurant or in another building adjacent to the restaurant. They got CCTVs, setting up, and they're able to listen and hear what all of the couples are talking about while they're at the dinner. Adam, what the fuck did you have on? Adam had on some orange base shit, like a button-up shirt with some shorts that was orange base, but then it had a whole bunch of tropical flowers all over it and shit. Then he had on some straw hat with like 3 different type of bird feathers going around the damn hat. Then he didn't even have enough decency to take the damn tag off the shit because we saw him from the back, but the tag was still hanging down to the bite. Like, and the expert feels like Adam moves to take control by any means necessary, which explained the ridiculous outfit that he had on, which was true because it's like, why would you come in dressing like that? Why? Like, y'all are going to a dinner. Why didn't you just put on some slacks, a regular like polo shirt, and some shoes? Why do you got to be the odd man out or the oddball standing out? You just got to be seen. So see, this is exactly the shit that I was talking about when it comes to Adam. I told y'all it was something about Adam that I cannot put my hands on, but if I did, I have to wash it. Like he just got to be seen in some type of way, and it's real corny. It is. It's real corny. Just go to dinner. So Caitlin says, since meeting up with Dr. Leisha, she and Devin are in a much better space than they were before. Her walls are coming down a lot more, and she feels like they've gotten a lot closer. Which, okay, cool. Because I don't have an issue with Devin and Caitlin. My only thing with Devin and Caitlin was Devin being too damn needy. Okay? That was really my only issue with Devin and Caitlin, and that's the fact that Devin is just too damn needy when it comes to in a relationship. Like he's a very much so needy partner. Like he just got to be around his girlfriend 24/7, 365, all up in the ass. And Caitlin is just not that type of person. And I don't feel like Caitlin will ever be that type of person. While Caitlin is probably great in a relationship, she's probably just not that lovey-dovey, touchy-touchy, Philly. I always got to be up under you type person. Like I just don't think that's the kind of girlfriend Caitlin is. I don't. And here's the thing. Hey, Castro. And here's the thing. I'm like that too. Don't get me wrong. I love being around LaFons. But bitch, I want my space. There are times I want to be by myself. I want to be on my side of the bed. No, I don't want to be touched. No, I don't want to be spooned. No, I don't want to be held. I don't want you nowhere near me. I want you on your side of the bed. You either in your phone or you playing the game, and I'm on my side of the bed and my phone or going to sleep, and I can have that space. Like I get Caitlin, because I'm the same way. I don't care how y'all feel. Fuck y'all. I'm the same way. Don't get me wrong. I love physical touch. I love all that shit, but there are times I want my space. Don't touch me. So Knit walks in by herself. She says Sean had a work thing going on, so he was going to show up later. But then Bella and Mecca lets it be known that they had a double date with them the night before, and then some bullshit happened again. And then that's when Sean comes and he greet all of the guys. We saw him greet all of the men, but we didn't see him really say too much to Miss Knick Girl, we gonna come back to that. So Nick and Sean talk. Well, I guess we back to it. And Sean says that he tries to offer his perspective to Nikki, but she thinks that a lot of times it's perceived as being anti her perspective and opposite to his perspective. Something is said and it just ruffles knickknacks the wrong way, and then she goes dark. It's like a whole leap. And here's the thing. Again, I know I got up here and I gave Sean a lot. Okay, I did. I got up here and I gave Sean a lot. And don't get me wrong, I still do feel like Sean can be a pompous asshole. I do. I still feel like Sean could be a pompous, know it all in a pint-sized suit. I told him. But Nitnat, if I could be real with you without you getting offended, and I don't give a fuck if you get offended, bitch. I'ma say it anyhow. I do understand where Sean is coming from you. Because you actually shown that in these 7 episodes that I've seen thus far. And this goes back to what I said about episode 3 or 4. Anything that he does or anything that he says is always going to be taken the wrong way simply because you just don't like him. You don't like him. First of all, you don't like him as a person. Let's just tell the truth. You don't like him as a person. You don't like him as a suitable partner. You're just not into him physically. So anything that he does or anything that he says, you're going to take it to the extreme. You're going to take it and make it way more than what it actually was. I said this shit, Nikki. That's why I don't understand why you just won't be real and be honest and say, look, I'm not attracted to him. I don't like him. I don't even like him as a person. I ain't got to be here. I don't. Like, at this point, Nikki, you just want to be on TV. It ain't got nothing to do with you really looking for some love. You just want to be on TV. Like, he's not even in the earning bracket that you looking for. Miss, he got to make anywhere between $200,000 and $250,000. He ain't even in your damn bracket. So it's like at this point, you just want to be on TV. Just being real. Fine, Brooke. Yeah, he want to be on TV too, but I done already said that about him, Brooke. Okay, we talking about Miss Knick-Knack. We are. We talking about Miss Knick-Knack. I believe a lot of what Sean said happened because she was already given that. They asked Marissa and Adam how their experience is going thus far, and then they both give the same answer, which is they're vibing through it. I mean, I guess that's all they really can do. I mean, it's only been at this point 9 days. Like, all of them are still getting to know each other. So, I mean, hey, if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. Um, Courtney and Nick have a confessional outside the restaurant where Nick says he was expecting Marissa to say how something else like how thoughtful Adam is and etc. etc. And then Courtney chimes in and says, well, he might not have to be that thoughtful when he's the hottest in the group. And this is where Nikki annoyed me because if y'all paid attention, Nikki kind of sort of did the exact same shit in the previous episode when all of them got together when they was down in Mexico and how she was all up in Felipe's face. Like, Courtney says she's attracted to Nick. And while she probably is, I don't think she likes him either. Because see, Courtney say a lot of out of the way things, and it's like, girl, you're not the pick of the litter either. Like, you're really not. Like, you are a walking billboard of insecurities. You really are. No shade. But Courtney is a walking billboard of insecurities of freckles, if you ask me. That's why you was burning your hair with the curling eyes at the beginning of this damn thing when you was getting ready to go to the thing. Like, Courtney is really starting to rub me the wrong way. It ain't even Nick. It's Courtney at this point. Then after that, she gonna say, she talks about how she's not as touchy or flirty with Nick as he tries to be with her. And then the expert feels like she's fully turned off by Nick. And I see it. Like, the way she moves with Nick, but then the way we see her interact with other guys in the group, it ain't right. It ain't right. It's really not. For whatever reason, she's turning herself off to Nick. Maybe it's because this is like the fourth or fifth dating reality show that Nick is on. Maybe that's why she's holding up this brick wall when it comes to Nick. But I could tell when she's interacting with him, it's real like matter of factish. But like when she was talking to Felipe and how bubbly she was and laughing at all his corny ass jokes and blah blah blah. Now you sitting over here comparing him to Cameron, I think. No, to Adam. Talking about something. Adam is the hottest one in the group. By whose standards? No shade, but by whose standards? Now, don't get me wrong. Is Adam ugly? I mean, no. But would I call him the hottest one in the group? Girl, get out my face. Like, girl, give all of that to your man. Okay? Give all of that to your man. Give all of that hot shit to your man. Moving on. So Felipe says he feels like Nick is comfortable in who he is. Courtney says that she doesn't know if Nick is comfortable in who he is, respectfully. And then Nick says that's wild because nobody ever in his history told him that he lacked confidence. If anything, people said he's too cocky. Courtney, this is what Courtney, where it at? Courtney, this is what I need you to do for me.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, Courtney, that's what I need you to do.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Courtney, Courtney, shout out to my sister Sakina, by the way. Courtney, you are the same hoe who got your pasty ass up here, Tombat. You allowed yourself to get cheated on, and you stayed simply because you didn't want to be by yourself and you didn't want the person to leave you. You do realize that's what the fuck you got your pasty ass up here and said, right? So how the fuck are you gonna be the same person who sat up here and said I was being cheated on and I knew I was being cheated on, but you know, I just basically suffered in silence and I just allowed it to happen because I didn't want them to be, I didn't want them to leave me. I didn't want them to leave me. I didn't want to be by myself. But you want to call out insecurities in the next bitch, girl, beat it. Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. So this is why you was getting on my nerve. This is why you was getting on my nerves. Shut the fuck up. Like it seemed like every chance you got to embarrass Nick, you did. But in trying to embarrass Nick, in my opinion, you embarrassed your damn self, girl. You allowed the motherfucker to run around on you for however long he ran around on you, knowingly. But because you was just too insecure to stay and be by yourself, you just stayed to go along with it. But you feel like you run the gambit to call out insecurities in somebody else. Bitch, how dare you? How dare you? That's why I said Courtney got on my nerves. Courtney got on my nerves. Like, I thought it was gonna be Nick because Nick has been on several other reality shows, but it ain't even him. It's Courtney. Girl, go find your life. Go find some confidence. Go find some self-esteem before you try to call out somebody else's insecurities and yeah. Girl, gone. So Bella says she's a physical touch person, so it didn't take her long to show that side to Mecca. But him, not so much. He also asked her, where does she feel the attraction level is at? She says the answer was a great for her because he felt like she's more attracted to him than he is to her. And again, this is why I said Tammy may have been on to something when she said that Mecca's just not that into her. And I feel like this. I feel like he was, but I think there's a brick wall that's there. I don't know where, I don't know why, but I do feel like there's a blockation that's there somewhere. Because I do feel like there's an attraction there with the both of them, but they're on different playing fields at this point. They are, because now that you know he's doing more of the affectionate things that she was looking for. Now she's not doing it, but she was just complaining about that a few episodes ago. I don't know. I feel like y'all messing each other up with this whole best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Hey, type of shit. I feel like y'all need to come up out that best friend mode and start thinking at each other in a husband and wife mode. I feel like y'all having too much fun saying, "Oh yeah, that's just like my best friend," and that's what y'all are vabbing off of. That's what I think. I think if y'all stop looking at each other as besties and start looking at each other more as husband and wife, maybe it'll be a little bit different. I like Bella and Mecca. I do. I like them. It would be nice to see them work and grow to being something because they look good together. Maybe that's just me being a wishful thinker. Y'all know I'm a Pisces. That's what we do. But mm, Nikki tells Sean she's trying to figure out how to speak on their relationship without embarrassing him. Girl, beat it. Okay? Beat it. Listen, Nick Nack, give yourself some credit. Okay? Because your relationship wouldn't be so torn up and janky without your help. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Does Sean have his things? He absolutely has his things. But again, your relationship or lack thereof would not be so torn up and janky without your help, sis. You want it so bad to it just be a him thing, and it's not just a him thing. Nikki, you could be very rude and condescending your damn self. You show that in these prior episodes simply because you're not physically attracted to him, and you feel as though because you're not attracted to him, you could treat him or talk to him any old kind of way. And don't say that ain't what that ain't what people do. When a person, some, not all, but when some people find somebody that's less attractive to them, they do treat them any old kind of way. They may not see it, but they do. They treat them any old kind of way, talk to them any old kind of way, and any problems that go down, it always turns around to be that person's fault. That's the situation that we have here now, boys and girls. If you've never seen that situation, congratulations. Y'all are watching it in 4K. Because Nikki, you could be really rude. Like you could be really, really rude when it comes to Sean. You can. And to be honest, Sean be trying his best not to go there with you. He really do. That's why Sean just stay quiet and just be mute. Because one, you won't even let him get a word in edgewise. So he'll just go on ahead and let you prune on. Like, so Courtney tells Michelle that she could tell that she's really smitten by Cameron. Cameron says that they hit it off from their wedding night and they're super comfortable with each other. Thus far, I like them too. Okay, so shout out to Cameron and Michelle. I like them. And the gag is when Michelle look at him, you can tell that she's very smitten and taken by Cameron. You could tell because every time she looks at him, it's like, mm, you know, like a giddy little schoolgirl, like it's real cute. It's cute. Plus, the experts noticed that about Michelle too, that even by the way that she looks at him, you can tell like she's really into Cameron. So I really hope Cameron is into her too, like he says he is. Because I would hate for Michelle to get her little feelings hurt, because she look like her feelings is all fragile and whatnot. Mm, moving on. Devin says he loves so hard that he came into this situation a little aggressive. And she wasn't meeting him where he was at, which took him back to a place of feeling rejected. But since they met with Dr. Lisa, things have been getting better. Listen, Devin, you was coming off a little bit like too strong in the beginning. Okay. You was like, I mean, I get it, but you also have to understand y'all are still total strangers to one another. And certain people, they're not just gonna be so giddy and gung ho when they first meet you. All right. Like you did have to like back up a little bit, get up out your own head, get up out your feelings, and just allow things to happen naturally. You wanted her to just be all up over you right then. Dude, she just met you. It hasn't even been 2 weeks yet. Like you got to give a person time to see if they're even at that space with you to be able to even give you all of that. So I'm glad that you acknowledge that. I'm glad that you acknowledge that you came on rather strong, looking for so much from her that she just wasn't equipped to give you at that time. You got to learn your partner, Devin. You do. You got to learn your partner. And Caitlyn ain't that type. You can't be a needy person with her. You just can't. Because she is just not that type, sir. Moving on. Felipe talks about how great Tori is and how much he appreciates how she accepts him. And Tori says, like, she feels the same, but then recently they got intimate and she initiated it. But afterwards, she couldn't sleep because her mind was running so crazy that she had to sleep on the couch. She says the next morning she told him that she thought it was a little too soon for her and it had nothing to do with him. She's learning that she can self sabotage some things. Listen, this is how I feel. Tori, I like you. I do. I think you're a sweet person. But Tori, if that was really the case, you wouldn't have slept with him. Like, Tori, don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying, but understand what I'm saying. A person that's not like that would not have initiated sex. Okay? A person that is not like that, a person that has never done that, a person that is this, that thing, and the other, they would not have initiated that. You came out and said you initiated it. You gave Felipe the green light, so he went along with it. He did it. Girl, you are like that. You've had sex on the first date before. Tori, it's okay. You feeling like he's gonna feel some type of way about you. And no, he if that was the case, he wouldn't have fucked you too. If that were the case, he wouldn't have fucked you too. And he would have made you feel dirty or like a whore the next day. And I don't feel as though he made you feel that way. You got it to your own head for no reason. When you should have just basked in the glow of after sex, got held. Y'all could have talked about how good it was the next day. Okay. He probably would have made you breakfast. All right. Like, girl, get up out your head. Like, I'm not really into that and da-da-da-da, but girl, you did it. Please. Okay, Tori? Please. You ain't that type, but you initiated it. Girl, please. Get away from me. Any motherfucker I slept with, bitch, I wanted to sleep with the nigga. Okay? Anybody that I wanted to be with or give my body to, bitch, I wanted to do it. Well, besides this one time, but that's because he really won't that cute. Okay, he won't. He really won't that cute, but girl, he had a dick of a god. Do you understand me? And it was good. So, I mean, now, did I question myself afterwards? Yeah, but that's different. All right, I wasn't attracted to the nigga, so I wasn't expecting that to go down. And then when the sex was good and it was big, it fucked me up a little bit afterwards. Now that's different. Okay, that's different. It won't like, hey Minky, it won't like your situation, Tori. Girl, please. Okay, and I don't want to hear nothing from Brooke about it. So Nikki tells the group about the double date that got ruined. Knick-Knack says there's some framing with Sean that doesn't really match reality, where he's framing her as the problem, and he's the stable base in the relationship, and that's not really how it is. Sean says last night, he said that he wants to provide a soft life for his person. If she has moments of anxiety, he wants to ease that for her. And she responded with, is he calling her anxious? Because ain't nothing anxious about me. I'm a strong, independent black woman, nigga. Ain't nothing anxious about me. Okay? That's how Sean said that situation went down. And I'm going to tell you something. Knick-Knack, I believe every single word of what Sean said. I do. This goes back again to what I said from since she walked down the aisle and saw his pint-sized ass in a pint-sized suit. That because she is not into him sexually, physically, emotionally, she wouldn't even be friends with him if it wasn't for them being on this show. So because of which, anything that Sean says or does, she's always gonna have a problem with something. He will say something, and because she's just not that into him, she's gonna hear whatever it is she wants to hear and blow it up into a thing. I'm sorry. I believe every word of what Sean says. I believe it happened the exact way Sean said it. And I believe it even more because Mecca asked Nikki, does she take any accountability in their relationship? Because he heard a lot of attacking on Sean and how he makes her feel. Can she give him some grace and understand where he's coming from? She says yes, she's been working on giving him grace, but they don't ever talk about the conflicts. It repeats themselves. Nikki feels like there's a lack of respect. Nikki, there is a lack of respect, more so on your side. Sorry, that's just the way I feel. More so on your side. There is a huge lack of respect. You don't respect Sean. You don't. You don't respect him because he's not in your league. We're just gonna call a thing a thing. He's not in your league. You wanted the tall, buff, tatted up, sexy nigga with a shortcut Caesar with the deep waves, a Sunni, okay, and he had to make $150,000 a year, $250,000 a year. That is the guy that you wanted. That's what you want. Sean is not that. Sean is sensitive, a little sissified, if you ask me. He's short, which came up in the conversation because you did bring up his height, and then the people had to call you out for that. Then you tried to act like, well, no, that wasn't what it was. That wasn't what I meant. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. He is nothing on paper of what you wanted. That's why you don't give him the respect that he does deserve. Listen, respect is due to a dog. It is. Again, Nikki, do I feel like Sean? Again, I've been saying it and I'm keep saying it. Do I feel like he's a pompous asshole in a pint-sized suit? Yes. Yes. Sean is very much so an elitist. He is. He most definitely is. And only a certain type of person can be able to take Sean for who Sean is. But you got your shit with you too, Nikki. You got your shit with you too. That's why I said, I'm glad that Mecca called you out on accountability because you take none. You want to make it all out on him and all is all his fault. I just don't believe that. I don't. And I'm glad that Mecca and Bella was there to witness it for themselves so you can't run around with that narrative. On the way home, Nick asks Courtney, where does she see insecurities in him? She says that was really foul of her to say. Again, Courtney annoys me. She does. Courtney annoys me because Courtney, like, you're saying that you don't see insecurities, you see insecurities in him, but then he asks you verbatim, what insecurities do you see in me? And you give some roundabout answer, which won't no damn answer. So because you're insecure and you carry insecurities because you're a very insecure person, you want to put that off on everybody else around you? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because Nick didn't get up here hollering about he just let girls cheat on him and he just don't say nothing because he just got to have them in their life. He don't want to be alone. I'm never going to let you live that down, Courtney. I'm not. I'm never going to allow you to live that down because you got a lot of damn nerve. You got a lot of freaking nerve, Courtney. Moving on for you piss me off. Courtney annoys me. She talks too much, way too much, Minky. She talks way too much and ain't never saying nothing. Like I really thought like Nick was gonna be the one to annoy me because he's been on other reality shows, and I really came into it feeling like he was gonna be the one that rocked my nerve. Any him is her. So Nikki tells Sean this was a shitty night for her. He doubled down on the things that he said to her, mischaracterized her in front of people to make himself seem like the good, stable guy. And then when they get back to their room, she decides to leave the room, and that's the end of the episode. Nikki, Nick did exactly what you did. How did he try to mischaracterize you when you were the one that was doing all the fucking talking, Nikki? How? How can he, unless it was shit we didn't see, you were the one that were doing most of the talking. And you kept going and going and going and going and to the point where even the other people were like, well, I would love to hear from Sean. Who was it? Was it Felipe or Devin? It was one of the two that was like, I would love to hear from Sean. I would love to hear Sean's perspective. Because all we heard was you. You. But you want everybody to believe that Sean's the problem? Again, do Sean have his things? He absolutely does. But take some accountability, sis. Take some accountability, sis. It's not all on Sean. A lot of what Sean said, I thoroughly believed, especially seeing you in action in this episode. And everybody else got a chance to see it too. You do have a problem with accountability. It's easier for you to blame it all on him versus you saying, well, you know what? I did make a mountain out of a molehill. I did take what you said and I blew it out of proportion. I ain't had to do that. My bad. I can see how me blowing what you said and making it something else, how it turned the night, how it altered the mood in everybody. My fault, Sean. And Nikki is never going to do that because, again, she looks down on Sean because Sean is not the caliber of man that she would pick. She looks down on him, and anything that he says or does, it will always be an issue for her. She's just rude. She's rude because she don't like him. And if that's the case, Nikki, be real with it. Look, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not into you. I don't even like you as a person. I don't want to be here no more. Just say that. Lead him out into the pasture and leave him there if you got him. But learn how to take accountability, Nikki. Please. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Nikki's showing her true colors, though. She is. Nikki is showing her true colors. And what's so crazy about it is I feel like Sean be trying to understand her plight and understand where she's coming from. And he be trying to like not do whatever it will that will set her off. But again, anything that he does or says is going to be an issue because she's just not into him. She does not like him, not even on a friendship basis. If it was not for this show, I'm telling y'all, she would not even be his friend. Like it just like, which is cool. That's cool, but you ain't got to be so mean and nasty to the man either. Cause he ain't did nothing to you for you to be that mean and nasty. Like that's just what Nikki giving off, and I don't care how nobody else feel about it. Yeah, Sean he may be a lot, but the way she getting up here treating that man, it's just mean and nasty and callous and rude, and it don't make her look good. She gives off an angry black woman tease, and I know y'all hate that, but that's what that is. Like miserable. Well, anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Y'all drop down in these comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. The episode was real good. I really enjoyed the episode. As y'all can see, it gave me a lot to talk about. If I feel up to doing episode, this was 7, right? Yeah, 7. If I feel like doing episode 8 tomorrow, I will. If I don't feel like doing episode 8 tomorrow, y'all will get it on Saturday. Okay. I'll probably put episode 8 and 9 together in one laugh, maybe. If not, y'all will get episode 9. If not, also Saturday, Sunday. The Bell Collective reunion is tomorrow. Hopefully, I will feel like watching it and putting that out because I did say that I was going to watch it, and I am. The Roa reunion looks came out, even though I already seen them. But the reunion looks came out. I might do a live about that, maybe on Sunday. I might do a live about that on Sunday. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Shout out to all of y'all for coming up here. We had over 44 people, which is good. It's picking up. I appreciate that. But can y'all do me a favor? Like, comment, share. Hype up this live when they allow you to hype it up. Get active in the comments. I will definitely need that, and I definitely appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. And until next time, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. Amen. That.
So tonight